What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Third Gen Junkies. You know who it is, Chris. And on today's episode, we're getting back on the 5.3 on the LS swap for Space Ghost. So right now, I did a little bit off camera, taking the 7/16. I really don't need to take these off because I've decided I'm not going to use these heads. But it's easier just to get them off and get them out of the way for what I need to do next. So got the map gas. Liquid wrench, which is over there on the table. Soaked them down, just heated them up, pounded the 7/16 on, and they've came off. So this one's about to come off now, and then we'll try to get the other one off, because I'm not trying to use the cutoff wheel to cut this whole thing, you know, cut the heads off. Plus it's a pain trying to get in here. Try to get all the way down in between these ports to get them off. So this is all scrap anyway. This is all going to the junkyard. The other problem I'm going to have is I have to get this up over the dipstick tube. And I really don't want to use this dipstick tube. I like to put a new one in, but the problem is it's super ancient and rusty as hell. And it probably won't come out of the block, and I'm not trying to break it. So, let's see if I can just get it out. It's a 15. Yeah, I'm doing this with hand tools because that's the only real way to do it. Oh yeah, and I had to use my cheater pipe to get more leverage, so I'm just gonna pull this bolt all the way out so I can pull the exhaust manifold up and over and out of there. I had to loosen this up. I should probably drop that back down in there if I can. Just get them started, or to get them started back, and then just to hold it up out of the way quick. Yeah, as you can tell, show you guys, I already got these ones out. Some of them were pretty stripped, some of them weren't bad. This one ended up coming out pretty stripped. You can tell the threads are pretty bad on it. None of that shit's going to get reused anyways, but typical LS garbage, truck gaskets, and you know, whatever. Like the broken studs that are broke off on this, I don't even care. I'm just gonna leave them in it because these heads will get sold, and whoever they get sold to, they can deal with it. So this might be a conundrum, because yeah. Let's take a peek here, and I'm pretty sure. This out of here to get it off the stud. Come on, get off the stud. No, you don't want it off the stud either. See. So they put the exhaust manifolds on and then run the dipstick tube down through it, and this big ass bracket is in the way. and it won't fit through the exhaust manifold tube after I just did all that shit. And I'm pretty sure now, I guess I'm gonna have to do what I lost swap, they said. It'd be fun, they said. Oh, they're so easy, they said. Yeah, okay. Just stick that in there. Just for a second, hold it. Because now, I'm probably going to end up having to fight with the dipstick tube to get the dipstick tube out, or cut it. And then it's going to be hell. And then more likely you have to fight with that to get that thing out. And I thought I was just going to be able to pull the head straight off. And then start doing the prep on the motor. But I forgot I need an engine, or I need a pulley puller, a 3-jaw puller or whatever, to pull the harmonic balancer off, take the time chain cover off and all that, to be able to, because I kind of want to paint the motor with the heads on it, because it'd be a hell of a lot easier. The only problem is this situation here. So, I don't know, I want to knock all the scale rust and everything off of it, degrease it, and try to clean it as best as possible. But now I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, because I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna twist down here where it's rusted. It's not gonna twist and come up out of the block like it should. So, you know, nothing can ever be that easy. But put some heat on it, heat it up, and see if possibly I can get it to wiggle and come out of there. And hopefully it'll work. I can get the dipstick tube out, then I can pull this exhaust manifold bolt, this exhaust manifold off, and then I'll pull the other exhaust manifold off. Got a little smell of burning, old burning oil. Neat. No, all it's gonna do is twist and bend, and it's gonna just fucking break off. I know it. So I don't know what to do now. So I take the cutoff wheel and cut this bracket off. And I don't know if I want to do that either. Because and I have no way really to secure it, and I think I have, yeah, I have the F body dipstick tube that needs to go in this. But if I kept using this one, I would have to like pour 15 it or whatever, try to get it to stop rusting. Because yeah, this thing is rusted right here. When I twist it, it's twisting at this rust point. It's going to eventually break through and spray oil all over everything. So I think the easiest plan of attack is I'm going to cut this bracket off just because worst case scenario, I can always just throw some tacks on it and tack it back on to put it on the head if it'll mount up to the other head. So let me grab that. I'll cut that thing off. Make it to where it's easy to put it right on that bend. Okay, I should be able to get the exhaust manifold off now. I should be able to go right through that hole without a problem. Guys, what I want to do on this video is basically, I'm gonna break it down to you guys. I'm trying to get everything off of the engine that doesn't need to be on the engine, and I want to degrease it, and I want to, yeah, there we go. And I want to, once I'm done degreasing it, I want to take the wire wheel and everything I got, and I want to knock all this scale off and see how bad it really is, because if it is too bad, I'm half tempted to say screw this engine and get a different one after I already paid for it. I mean, the holes and everything, it's just the webbing. It's a lot of scale, and when I go to clean this, it's gonna sling this shit everywhere. But I kind of wanted to just knock all of this off, leave the truck pan on it, tape it off, paint it, and get it nice and clean. Leave the heads on it, go around and clean around the heads and around the area and paint it. I can still technically paint it with the like the old time and chain cover on it and shit, but I'm gonna have to degrease all this down and try to get in here to get all this rust out of this webbing in the front of the motor here and all that. So I don't know, but I got that one off. So let me move this around, spin it, and then let's see. Back you guys up a little bit here, real quick. Bring you guys up. See, I'm gonna spin this bad boy around. Come on, come on. I'm gonna try to do the same thing to this side, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, and try to get this side off as well. Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, pound the 7/16 on there, and shit, I gotta get this one off of this before I can do anything. I have to do the old trick of smacking it on the floor. You don't want to smack it on the floor. Maybe I can just throw it back in on the head and wiggle and jiggle it off. Probably, let me see. Nope. These aluminum heads I have to throw it back in a good ways to get it to where I can. There we go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, extension came off. And I could technically put it on there really lightly and it should come right back out. Alright. Yep. Alright. So, Now, we're gonna do like every other LS YouTube person does and roach the hell out of it with some fire. Pound the socket out and try to break it loose. I don't know why, it always seems like the driver's side is always worse than the passenger side. Makes no sense. Still got AC Doco spark plugs in it. So, I mean, worst case scenario in this video, guys, I'm going to try to at least get the exhaust manifolds off and see where I need to go from there, because I haven't even drained the oil on this. I haven't put a... I should probably put a socket and a ratchet on the crank and turn it over, because I haven't even done that and it's been sitting a while. I don't know if it even turns over now because it's been so long. Because I bought it and it sat at Ken's for like 2 years. I got a whole lot going on in my life right now, so don't really have the extra funds to just run out and buy another one. I would love to, unless there's a way I could work out a deal with Alan to barter and trade, or barter out some work, do some work for him for a trade for an engine or something. And I'm one of them weird people, like, even though MAV gas burns hotter than propane, I'm one of the weird people that'll sit there and leave it on there for like 30 minutes straight and get it extremely blazing hot, and then it comes off. A lot of other people will try it for like 10 minutes and it don't work, and then 10 minutes and it don't work, and I do it for a while. I leave it up there. I leave the heat on it for a good amount of time. Take it, pound my socket on there. Let's see if we can crack this bad boy. That one went kind of easy. That one might be too stripped. We'll find out. Come on. Oh, broke it. That's a good thing though. It's a good thing, because I don't care about these heads anyway. But now I gotta get this thing back out of here, so I'm gonna have to thread it in with the 2 threads that's left on this side, if it'll go in, and try to get the socket off of it. Oop. Fucking threads. In the head, there's only 2 threads left on this. The only other thing I can do is fun. Gotta love when this stuff happens. So, give me a minute, guys. Alright, guys, so gave up on that one. Got in the Husky box and grabbed the 3/8 depot. Hopefully we have better luck with that. And don't get into some shit until it actually comes off. So we're gonna hit the next one and see what happens. I don't care if all of them break off, because I'm not using these heads, so it doesn't matter. I just want them off and out of my way. If I had a real torch, I'd just hit it with a torch, but I don't have a torch. So, just do what I can with what I got. And if I run out of this, I got some of those green tank propane for the camper things over there. I would use that shit. Whatever works. Some of these are so rusty, they look like they're welded to the manifold. I know I had talked to Alan about this. He said, normally what you do is take a hammer, crack like this, crack the head of the hip. Because then it kind of shatters the shit in there, breaks it kind of loose, makes it easier to try to get it off. So hopefully you just break all these off and then I can pull these heads off. I really don't want to pull the heads off. I kind of want to just get this shit out of the way and do the sides of the block if I can until I get the 3-jaw puller and I can pull the front pulley off. And then I gotta degrease this thing down and get it clean, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. Wintertime, no garden hose, and there's no drain in the floor here, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I'll have to figure something out. Let's try this. Oop. Turns, you guys. Little leg on the tripod there. Here. Try to go shorter. Got him. Oh, broke him. Yeah, it broke. Alright guys, so I put that bad boy in the vise, put this in here, and beat on it, and look at that. Look at that. Split that bad boy wide open. So, me being me, I looked around everywhere, here, there, and everywhere, and I found this. Steel shank flat blade. I destroyed it, but it has a hard aluminum head on it. So I used that and pounded it out. So now we are moving on to the next one. Let's break the next one off. And then take half an hour to pound that one out in the vise. But little by little we'll get there. As long as I'm making content for you guys can see all the hardships and bullshit that I'm going through trying to get this stuff done. That's all that really matters. I mean, if all these break, they break. I mean, hell, if I have to get in there with the cutoff wheel and cut the whole head of this thing down, or cut the fucking flange all the way to the head, I don't care. It's whatever. I mean, I only got these two left. This one looks like it's the worst. Hopefully this one comes off. So I'll probably heat this one up for a really good amount of time. And then this other one, it looks like it's pretty good. It should come out pretty easy. And then maybe once I get the heads off, I'll, because these jeans, like I showed you in the past video, they'll cover the whole heads with the or the whole block with the heads off of the pit, you know, to keep shit from going down in the motor. Cause like I said, I'm not gonna use these heads, so I literally will probably just, depends upon what happens, with how bad the block looks, and if I have to get a different block to use, and do this process all over again. And then it would be nice to have a hot tank to hot tank this thing and really see what the hell, how bad this thing really is. Man, I know how many miles are on it, I know the history on it, but I just don't know if it's going to look good. I mean, I could stick it down in the car and it's going to look like shit. I'm not trying to have it completely look like shit. But I don't know, we'll find out. Like I said, as time goes on, we'll figure this stuff out. Yeah, I've been meaning to get, kind of sucks guys, but I've been meaning to get the, to do a live on a Friday, but here lately, Big Vest is having to work on Saturdays, which today's Saturday, he's working today, to the point we haven't been able to get a live together, and I'm working at a body shop, so I don't get out of there till 2, my daughter gets off the bus at 4, you know, and then by the time I get everything done and whatever and get over here, it's, you know, 7 o'clock and we're already eating and getting ready, you know, to start winding down. We're not really trying to make a video, but I'm going to try to get this live together so we can do this giveaway for the 1,000 subscribers. We're now at 1,052 as of today. So I thank each and every one of you guys for all of you that like, subscribe, share, comment. Couldn't do this without you guys. So, but we'll be getting that live together to do the giveaway, because I do want to do that. I mean, I have it ready. It's been sitting for a while, for over a year, waiting to get to 1,000 subscribers. So, I mean, once we get it together, we'll get it up. Get it together, and somebody's gonna win an awesome box of some really cool shit, basically. I don't know why I just don't try it with with the 10 mil first, but instead of fighting with this, but you know, it's already rotted, so it's already stripped a little bit, so we'll see. Come on, baby, come on. There we go. Some people have told me what you do is you go in, you turn it in, you turn it out. You turn it in, you turn it out. This one seems like it's going to come out pretty easy though. Look at that. Now, as long as I can fight and wiggle, try to get this, hold on. Let me run it back in so I can try to, because I know it's going to come off easy. I can try to get the socket off. So we don't have to do that on the last one. Okay. 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 There we go. Oh yeah, buddy. Yep, and it's loose enough that it'll come off. And I probably could be, you know, using the impact to do this once I get them loose, but I don't care. Pretty easy. Yep, there we go. All right, on to the next one, and then maybe I'll be able to try to see, really assess how this is going to look and what it's going to, if it's going to be a candidate, because I didn't pay a whole lot for this motor. I didn't expect a whole lot for what I paid. I didn't look at it as close as I should have, and it literally looks like it's been sitting at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean for a while. So heat this bad boy up. The funny thing is, guys, do you know that I've had this MAP gas bottle for like, I think 6 years now? And I usually only use it for stuff like this when I need to heat something up. Working on a car or working on a vehicle. But I've literally had this thing for like 6 years. I had a guy that, my last job, a plumber gave it to him. And when he did some work at the house, it was brand new, he gave it to me. And my MAP gas had just ran out. He gave it to me for free. And he paid me for working on his car. And I got it to pass missions, and then his girlfriend or whatever didn't want the car anymore, so they sold it and got a different car. He gave it to me, and I've literally had this. I was at my job 8 years, and yeah, I was there about 2 years when he gave this to me, and that's been almost 6 years ago. It's crazy. I can't believe it's lasted this long. To be honest. Alright. See what happens. Come on, buddy. Oh, I don't think you're definitely not on all the way. Down a little bit more. Alright. Here we go. Oh. Got it. No, got it. Oh yeah. I just gotta. Now that I got it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten it back up to the point where I can get 3/8 off. And then what I'll do is I will use the 10, which is what should actually have been used. Because it's actually a 10, but so that it don't get stuck in the socket. And get this bad boy off. Hammer thing. Multi-layer exhaust manifold gaskets. Wow, look at that. Broke off way above, broke off almost flush, broke off almost flush, broke off way above. Yeah, buddy. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but look at this. That's what I'm saying. This, I mean, look at this. Don't know if this is worth even keeping. I mean, look. Or not. I mean, could probably clean up. I'm not too sure, guys. I mean, it's pretty bad. And I could, if I wanted to, mess around and try to pull these out. I bet you I could get them out. That was my really big pair of vice grips. I had them. I thought I threw them in here. So, sure I threw them in here. And I was using them to beat on some stuff. And then, oh, I left them over here. I know they always say if you're going to do this, you need an extremely good pair of vice grips to lock down on this, to grab it with really good teeth. I think this is about the best one that I got. Unless I have my small ones, which, oof, those are bad. These ones are pretty out of there too. Oh, I'm curious. I'm just curious to see. I'm just playing, I guess, guys. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of playing at this point. I'm curious. I want to see if I can. Crack this bad boy off here. Alright guys, got my good used roll around city tool cart thingy from my cousin, and I don't know why this thing is, why you guys are so loose. What the hell is going on here? Something not cool, but yeah, man, it's, why is it so dark under there? It don't look like, excuse me guys, I don't know. This one hole right here for the exhaust manifold is pretty bad. It's probably gonna have to be retapped. I was screwing with this one like you've seen. I heated it up and got my best vice grips on it and I couldn't move it. I did see one where a guy actually takes, you put a washer over it and you weld the washer to the nut, to the bolt, and then you put a nut over it and then you weld that all together and it comes right out. I don't know, this is basically probably where this video is going to end. I mean, it kind of sucks because I mean all I did was literally fight with exhaust manifolds, but yeah, I think that's where this video is going to end. I mean, sorry guys, it wasn't all that great, it wasn't that cool. I mean, it was what it was, but I'm plugging away at it, just put it that way. I'm trying to hold my life together. I'm trying to make content. I'm trying to find a new career. Trying to help my cousin, trying to barter out and do some things. Got other videos coming. I think I'm gonna be doing something with the F41, the 85 barn find car. So, but stay tuned. Stick with me, guys. I'm trying my best here. Trying to keep my head above water, put it that way. So like, subscribe, drop a comment down below, and we will see you next time.